Factors predisposing to microbial pathogenicity. What is virulence? Virulence, it is a degree of pathogenicity of a microbe. There are two terms, exaltation and attenuation. Exaltation means enhancement of a virulence of a strain. That is, the factors increasing the virulence of a strain. Attenuation means reduction of virulence of a strain. The factors that decreases the virulence of the bacteria or the strain. It is exaltation and attenuation. Now let's see the determinant of virulence. The first one is adhesion. Attachment of bacteria to the body surface is called adhesion. Attachment is a specific reaction between the specific receptors on the epithelial cells and adhesive structures on the surface of bacteria. Means adhesion is its interaction between the epithelial cell, the receptors on the epithelial cells and the adhesive structures on the surface of bacteria. The adhesive structure of the bacteria is known as adhesins. What is adhesins? They are fibrillae or fibrillae or pili. Other structures play a role in adhesins are outer membrane protein, flagella, lipopolysaccharide and glycocalyx. What are the other structures? Outer membrane protein, flagella, lipopolysaccharide and glycocalyx. Adhesins are antigenic in nature and loss of adhesins causes strains avirulent. Okay, this so adhesins is important for virulence of the strain. Now let's see what are the advantages. It prevents the microbes from flushed away. It forms close adherence. Toxins will be released or delivered in high concentration directly to the host cell, and it helps in penetrating the host cells. Next virulent factor is invasiveness. It's the ability of the organism to spread within the host tissue after establishing infection. Highly invasive pathogens are present and less invasive pathogens are present. Invasive means the ability to spread after entering the host. Highly invasive pathogen causes generalized lesion, for example streptococcal infection, and less invasive pathogen causes localized lesion, example staphylococcal abscess. The next virulent factor is antiphagocytic factor. That is, when this antigen or the microbe or the infectious agents when enters into the body, this body causes inflammatory responses and causes phagocytosis of this microbe. So in order to escape from it, they produce some antiphagocytic factors. They are capsule. Capsule, they are nothing but the cell wall of the bacteria is enclosed by gelatinous layer known as capsule. They contribute to virulence of bacteria and they prevent phagocytosis. Most of capsules are made up of polysaccharides, but except in Bacillus, which is made up of polypeptide. The second one is streptococcal M protein. This M protein is present on group A streptococci, which helps in binding of this fibrinogen and fibrin to the bacterial cell wall and causes the masking. Thus it prevents from complement system and phagocytosis. Cytotoxin, they interfere with the chemotoxins or kill the phagocyte. Bacterial surface antigen, there are two antigens. In Salmonella typhi, it is VI antigen and K antigen of Escherichia coli helps to resist phagocytosis and lytic activity of complement system. Survival within the phagocyte is another virulent factor. Ingestion of a microbe by a phagocyte results in formation of phagolysosome. Phagolysosome is the fusion of phagosome with the lysosome. So any organism or microbe when interferes this formation of phagolysosome can survive intracellularly. This is by many ways, that is interference with the oxidative agent. This bacteria or toxic substance produces toxic substances like superoxide and H2O2. This catalase enzyme can hydrolyze H2O2 to H2O and O2 in Staphylococcus aureus, and in Listeria monocytogenes also. This superoxide species can be converted into oxygen species. Prevention of fusion and degranulation. That is, by preventing the formation of phagolysosome by any modification of phagosomal membrane can prevent phagocytosis. For example, chlamydia. And resistant to lysosomal enzyme. Lysosomal enzyme can cause phagocytosis by due to the presence of capsule, polysaccharide and a mycoside can cause resistance to lysosomal enzyme. Escape from phagosomes. Some microbes escape from phagosomes into the cytoplasm of the host cell before fusion of phagosome with the lysosome. Example, Rickettsia. So before the fusion of phagolysosome, they escape into the cytoplasm. So it prevents the formation of phagolysosome and prevents phagocytosis. Next important virulent factor is bacterial toxin. Bacterial toxins are the toxins produced by the bacteria. It can be exotoxin or endotoxin. Endotoxin means within the body and exo means outside. Now here is a table which shows the difference between exotoxin and endotoxin. In exotoxin, it is protein, that is, it is made up of polypeptide, whereas endotoxins are lipopolysaccharide in nature. These exotoxins are heat labile, that is, it dies when the temperature is above 60 degrees Celsius. Endotoxins are heat stable. Exotoxins actively secreted by living cells into the medium, and endotoxins form integral part of the cell wall, released only on disruption of bacterial cell wall. Exotoxins are highly antigenic and stimulates formation of antitoxin which neutralizes toxin. Endotoxins are weakly antigenic. Antitoxin is not formed, but antibodies against the polysaccharides are raised. So here antibodies are formed. In exotoxins, they are highly antigenic, and formation of antitoxin which neutralize toxins are also formed. Exotoxins are converted into toxoid by formaldehyde, and endotoxins cannot be converted into more toxoid. Exotoxins have enzyme in action, and endotoxin does not have enzymatic action. Exotoxin have specific pharmacological effect for each endotoxin. Endotoxin does not have any specific action. They are non-specific action. Exotoxins are have very high potency, and endotoxins have low potency. Exotoxins have highly specific for particular tissues, example tetanus toxin for CNS. Endotoxins are non-specific in action. Exotoxin do not produce any fever in the host. Endotoxin usually produces fever. Exotoxins produced mainly by gram-positive bacteria and also by some gram-negative bacteria. Endotoxins are mainly produced by gram-negative bacteria. So these are the main differences between the exotoxins and endotoxins. The other virulent factors are enzymes. Enzymes are produced by bacteria and damage host cells. They are proteases, kinase, hyaluronidase, coagulase, and collagenase. Proteases cleave the immunoglobulin IgA, and the kinase enhances the spread by dissolving fibrin clots, that is seen in Streptococcus and Staphylococcus. Hyaluronidase is seen in Streptococcus. They helps in breakdown of hyaluronic acid and spread infection. Coagulase seen in Staphylococcus helps in deposition of fibrin around the bacteria, that is masking effect. And collagenase, which is seen in Clostridium perfringens, helps in breakdown of collagen in connective tissue and causes spread of infection. The other factors are siderophores and iron acquisition. That is, bacteria requires iron for survival, and this bacteria takes iron from the host and the host iron binding protein. Siderophores are low molecular weight compound that helps in taking iron from the host. Genetic factors. This genetic factors mainly the R factor, which is a plasmid. Plasmid is an extra chromosomal DNA that carry gene for antibiotic resistance. These factors are readily transferable by conjugation to various bacteria and confer resistance to many antibiotics. This contribute in survival of bacteria. Plasmids also code for enterotoxin production, colonization factor, and siderophore synthesis. This enhances the virulence of organism. And the other factor is infecting dose. Infecting dose is dose of infection depend on virulence of bacteria. Dosage is estimated as MID and MLD. MID are minimum infecting dose and MLD are minimum lethal dose. Minimum infecting dose, that is minimum number of bacteria required to produce clinical evidence of infection in susceptible animal under standard condition, and MLD is a minimum number of bacteria that produces death in animal under standard condition. MID is a number of bacteria that spread the infection, and MLD is a number of bacteria that produce death in animal. It is given as ID50 and LD15 when it is comes in the unit. So this is about the virulence factors And this is about the chapter. So this is the end of the chapter. Hope you understand. Thank you.